She's going around.
Some things are just undeniable, and that reaction sums up Tesla's ability to turn grown men into kids again. I'm so pleased to have stumbled over this video to share with you. Not only is it a good news story, I'm so fed up with these stupid, disingenuous ones right now, but this shows Tesla's unrivaled advantages on a human level. Seeing minds change in real time is fascinating to me. This police department is about to get its first experience with a bunch of Teslas, all kitted out for police patrol by a company called Unplugged Performance. They take standard Teslas and turn them into these badass versions, yes, even a Cybertruck. Let's face it, if you see one of these in your rearview mirror, if you have any sense, you'll pull over straight away, because you ain't outrunning it.
I'm James, and that's Ben over there. We're both from Unplugged Performance.
Our goal here is just to share an experience and let you all determine what you make of it.
Curious what you thought.
Well, for the first time of driving kind of in just an electric car in general, it's a lot of fun to drive. The acceleration on it is beautiful. The handling is just phenomenal. Very light input at the steering, and it's very responsive to exactly what it needed to do. The fact that I was able to basically handle the course as tight to the cornering as I was, not even having any type of slippage whatsoever, just basically hugged those corners just so tightly. It was a very impressive drive, a lot of fun.
Fun so far.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Did you get the sense he didn't want to enjoy it, but he did? Perhaps I'm wrong, but it does happen. If you are a very typical car guy that loves engines, I get it. It's a difficult thing to come to terms with. That the technology of an internal combustion engine car, when compared with a Tesla, is so far apart, it's just dumb. Cognitive dissonance can be a challenge to get over. But it's a challenge worth overcoming.
That was a good time. Definitely handles pretty darn well. Not gonna lie. Can't actually go that fast through the lane changes in the Explorer. So we were doing 50 through the lane changes, and normally the Explorer we would have lost it in the Explorer.
Without pointing out the obvious, the difference between losing control in their current police car or maintaining control if they were in a Tesla could be the difference between life and death for those officers and innocent civilians. They should be in the most capable, safest vehicles possible, as they risk their lives every day to keep the public safe. Let's see if a rookie driver in a Tesla Model Y can keep up with their best driver in the Ford Explorer.
I'll be gentle.
You brought up a very good point. They know that Tesla's chasing them, they just stop.
Right.
Good job. Pretty easy, huh?
It is.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, the electrification is just insane.
Right.
The difference is absolutely staggering. I don't want to go back to this now. It's an incredible feeling after driving the Tesla modified package that you guys have the last couple of laps and getting back into it. This just feels so much more sluggish. The cornering just feels so much more just kind of out of place. The amount of times you can just move with so much more precision in the Tesla, the acceleration, the braking, the handling capability of it is just honestly far superior. Just the absolute dynamic and fun ability that you have in that car is just, it's a whole nother world. I definitely don't want to go back to it.
The word undeniable keeps coming to mind when measuring the performance, handling, braking, comfort, ease of operation, plus the other gazillion benefits of a Tesla, like its suite of cameras, full self-driving, over-the-air software updates, blah de blah blah blah. It's so flipping obvious that a bunch of Tesla police vehicles carry over the same benefits as personal ownership. I do wonder how many of these guys will go on to buy a Tesla themselves after this mind-altering experience.
I have some data for you guys.
Okay.
So we got here at about 97 to 99% state of charge, which is basically like full tank. So what do you guys think the cars are at? The performance car is at right over 55%.
Okay.
And then the long range is at 60%. So you guys have been ripping, and literally after a few hours, there's still plenty of charge.
Yeah.
So I mean, that kind of answers that question of like, well, I don't know if this is good for patrol, and it's like, well, I don't know. Are you a 12-hour shift or are you a 32-hour shift?
Another major benefit of operating a fleet of Teslas is of course running costs. Install a few chargers at the station and save obscene amounts of money over time compared with filling up with petrol or gas in this case. I wonder how much money is wasted from patrol cars simply idling engines, let alone the unnecessary emissions. No bother in a Tesla, leave the heat or air conditioning running all the time. And with a real world range of at least 275 miles in these long range Model Ys, that is more than adequate for a day's patrol.
For me, it's the acceleration and the letting off the gas and having the regen. Those were the two big ones. I didn't think it would take, you see all the YouTube stuff and all the other stuff, and you're like, that's bullshit. And
Hey, I'm YouTube stuff.
that was by far the most impressive thing. And then you don't got to use a lot of the brakes. Even going around some of these corners like that, it was just take your foot off, and it kind of did it for you.
Let's say handling characteristics. It actually handled a heck of a lot better than I thought it would. Obviously, it handles like an all-wheel drive car. You can tell it's all-wheel drive by the way it grips the corners and things like that. But the ESC, when it kicks in handling the corners, in addition to the regen, it works really, really well. It's smooth. I mean, as a driver, it's nice because I don't have to 2-foot brake. I don't have to have my left foot on the brake pedal and right foot on the gas to be able to go through a corner properly to make it work and to have it smooth. I can just let off the gas a little bit. It does what I need it to do as almost a trail brake type scenario, and then come around and out of a turn. And it handled very well. And even when I tried to push it a little too much in a couple spots intentionally, it caught it, but it wasn't like an out of control catch where in a lot of the other ESCs, like in the Explorers and some of the other ones, if the ESC kicks in, it almost feels uncontrollable a little bit, where it's trying to, you're fighting the ESC. It almost complemented your driving with the ESC. So I would say I'm thoroughly impressed by how it handled and performed. It's kind of made a believer out of me on it.
Well, just even at collision avoidance to handling. In the Crown Vics, the fastest you can go, 45 maybe, 50 if you're lucky. These guys were getting it at 56, no problem, which is
Unheard of.
wow.
Speechless, I think he's impressed. Here's another thought. Imagine being in a pursuit. If a baddie blasts through an intersection and you are in a Tesla, you could slow down and check the coast was clear before catching right back up to them. Not possible in an ICE car. By the time you've slowed down for the intersection, you've lost them. Safer for the police, safer for the general public, with the added bonus that the police will catch their man or woman or oh no, that's it. We're talking America. Back to just the two genders.
First time driving an electric car, and as I was mentioning to these guys earlier, I think the difference between the two vehicles is just absolutely staggering. So after doing roughly 20, 30 laps in the Tesla, handling that course, and then I jumped in the Explorer, did the same course, and I can tell you right off the bat, I was pretty much didn't want to be an Explorer anymore. The overall performance of those Teslas was just phenomenal. It's just a lot more fun. It handles more effectively. It's a lot safer of a propulsion engine to get us around those courses and to basically handle just day-to-day activities of patrol. So I'm sold on it. I was kind of hesitant when it came to electric vehicles prior to today.
I was equally amazed at just how much better it is than the Explorer as far as handling, acceleration. The braking component really was hard for me to get around because, oh my God, this car's almost driving itself for me. Yeah. It's going to correct some of our bad behaviors or bad habits. I enjoyed it. I'd never driven one until today. I have a different mindset here at 2 o'clock than I do at 6 a.m. this morning. I was not necessarily sold, but I am now.
Mike's one of our best drivers here, and I've never seen people keep up with Mike like they did in that Tesla. That was, to me, that was like...
Couldn't catch.
Yeah. There's no way.
I was working real hard.
And he was pushing, Mike's pushing that Explorer as far as it was capable of performing, but it can't perform any more than what it was doing. And the Teslas, it seemed like, even you guys saw it, you guys didn't put much effort into it, and you're keeping up with it. So that, to me, is telling, is that you got a professional driver and you're keeping up with him with no problem.
My only metric for success today was hopefully everyone walks away with some new experience, some new information.
You know you are doing something right when guys like these are impressed. Congratulations Tesla and the incredible Unplugged Performance for doing the impossible, improving a Tesla. If you want to know more about the benefits of Tesla police vehicles, I made this video highlighting just that. It really is a no-brainer. Loads more information here, give it a watch next. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you, Patrons. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.